Okay, so I want you to just imagine this here for a second. Let's say you took an exam and you got a great grade, a very good grade, but you cheated on that exam. So you're happy that you pulled a 100 or whatever it was, but you feel kind of weird about it, right? Because you didn't really earn it. That's what a normal person would feel like. And I'm not saying Brazil cheated against Haiti. Brazil definitely didn't cheat. They won fair and square, 3-0. They deserved it. They earned it. But that's kind of like how I feel about this game. It's a win. It's a good win. 3-0 in the World Cup is always good. But it doesn't feel that good. Hello. If you're new here, I'm Filippo, and welcome to Chapéu Football, where we provide the best coverage of South American and Brazilian football in English on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, you're missing out. Make sure to do that right now. And today we have our 7 Things We Learned series, where every single day following a Brazil game, we tell you 7 things that we learned. And for this one, we had a 3-0 Brazil win over Haiti in the 2026 World Cup. So right now, Morocco has 4 points because they defeated Scotland. Brazil has 4 points, Scotland has 3, and Haiti has 0. In the last round, Brazil will play Scotland and Morocco will play Haiti. So Brazil could finish in third. Brazil could finish in second. They could also finish in first. But they have 4 points and a good goal differential. So Brazil is guaranteed in the knockout rounds. We just don't know what position they'll advance. All right, as always, I'd like to kindly request for you to hit the like button in this video. It's a great way to support the channel for free. Subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comment section, what did you learn from Brazil 3, Haiti 0? Okay, let's begin. Lesson number 1, I want to make it very, very clear, okay, and understand this lesson. It's Haiti, okay? What do I mean by that? I cover a lot of CONCACAF because we have a much bigger YouTube channel called Tactical Manager TV, and I cover CONCACAF there a lot because I cover the United States men's national team. It's Haiti, okay? So take any good performance with a grain of salt. However, I'll be judging the living crap out of every single bad performance in this game. Now, I'm not trying to downplay Brazil winning a World Cup game 3-0, but I'm going to repeat this. It's Haiti. I know this team, they're not horrendous, but this is a team I fully expect Brazil to beat by actually more goals. 4 or 5. I know Scotland only beat them 1-0, but Brazil should have scored more goals. The second half for Brazil was actually kind of bad. It felt like Carlo Ancelotti had this team sit deep because he wanted to see if we can soak up pressure, to train for a bunker in the knockout rounds, a retranca. That second half from Brazil was embarrassing, okay? And we'll talk about the result itself in another lesson, the 3-0 win, because I don't think that was the best result we could have pulled off. But again, as I said, lesson number 1, it's Haiti, so take it easy. And what's my overall point here? It wasn't all doom and gloom when we tied Morocco, which I don't even think it's a bad result, tying Morocco. And beating Haiti 3-0, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Okay, now lesson number 2, and it's also a negative one, but don't worry, we're going to get to the positives very soon, and there are many positives. But lesson number 2 is, what is Casemiro doing there? He's too slow. He didn't really stand out against Haiti. He actually played bad against Haiti. He is not good on the ball. Right, he really isn't. He never was great on the ball in the past, but the athleticism, the size, the positioning made up for it. Right now he's slow, so he's not winning most of his duels. He didn't defend well against Haiti. He made some very silly mistakes. The first touch is off. The reaction time is not on. What is going on? Is Carlo Ancelotti really willing to die on this hill? Is he going to ride with Casemiro until we're knocked out of the World Cup? I am very concerned about that. Bruno Guimarães was questionable, but not awful. Casemiro was not good once again, against Haiti this time. So, I don't know what Carlo Ancelotti is thinking, but if he is going to die in the Casemiro hill, Brazil's not winning the World Cup. Not with that midfield. Okay, he needs to adjust. He needs to make changes. And he has options on the bench. He has Ederson to test in the midfield, which he gave him a few minutes. He has Danilo Santos from Botafogo. That's a very good player right there, Danilo. He has options. He has to test them. Not Casemiro. Casemiro should not start against Scotland. God, even Fabinho looked better against Morocco. Lesson number 3 is about Vinicius Jr. He has been fantastic for Brazil. And I mean it, right? I've been very critical of Vini over the years because he usually wasn't very good for Brazil. I mean, we can all agree on that. But Vini has been incredible in the World Cup. Against Morocco, he saved Brazil. He scored a beautiful goal to tie the game, and he also created 2 chances that could have led to Brazil winning that game against Morocco. He was very good against Morocco. And now in this game against Haiti, ultimately he decided the game for Brazil. Think about it for a second. So the first goal, he kind of creates the shot on his own, and then Matheus Cunha scores off the rebound. The second goal, he puts a beautiful through ball in transition to Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha scores, Vini gets the assist, and he scored the third goal. So Vini is having a breakout tournament for Brazil right on time, which is perfect. And if you think about it, every single goal Brazil has scored so far, all 4, Vinicius has been directly involved. If Brazil goes deep in this tournament, he might be one of the candidates to win the Player of the Tournament award. Obviously, it would have to be Brazil making a very deep run, like semifinals or final, or maybe winning it, which is not looking super likely. It's very much possible, but not looking super likely. But again, Vinicius has been actually quite remarkable. Okay, lesson number 4. And I didn't see any journalist ask this to Carlo Ancelotti, and I would love for someone to do so. Unfortunately, I can't do it. But here's the thing. Why did Igor Thiago start the first game against Morocco and not Matheus Cunha? You saw it in this game. Matheus Cunha is a very good player. Not just scoring the goals, tracking back, dropping deep to combine. He's on a whole different level compared to Igor Thiago, especially with these players. He actually blends in better with this Brazilian national team than Igor Thiago, that plays well for a team that plays Route 1 football, that just goes long and finds a target man. So why? Someone go to Carlo Ancelotti. Matheus Cunha is one of your favorites. And again, he performed well against Haiti now, even though take it with a grain of salt. But Matheus Cunha has played well for Brazil for the most part. Why did Igor Thiago start against Morocco? Why? Someone should ask that to Carlo Ancelotti. I want to know the answer. Was there pressure from the federation, agents? What's going on? Why did Igor Thiago start against Morocco? I guess we'll never know. Lesson number 5 is about Raphinha, and I'll be quick with this one. It'll be a quickie. So Raphinha actually, before he came off injured, and at the time of this recording, we don't know if he's done for the World Cup, if he'll be back in the next game, if he'll be out for a week or 2. We don't know, right? Based on the way he was reacting, he might at least miss the Scotland game. But Raphinha was not playing well once again. And I talked about this in the first game against Morocco. I thought he was very bad against Morocco. It's time to bench him. Even if he's fit to face Scotland, bench Raphinha, and please start Endrick. Let's see what Endrick can do when you start him in a game against a tough-ish opponent, right? Scotland is no pushover. And see how Endrick performs. And if he plays well, maybe start him in the knockout rounds. And if he doesn't play well, keep coming off the bench. Okay, so the lesson here is Raphinha has been good. It's time to bench him. Let's give Endrick a shot against Scotland from the beginning of the game. Lesson number 6 is I thought the final result or the final score was kind of bad for Brazil. So hear me out. Ultimately, assuming Brazil beats Scotland, which I think will be a tough game. If Brazil wins, it'll be narrow, maybe by 1 goal, 2 goals max. Morocco is going to come in to the Haiti game knowing they need to score a lot of goals to top the group, and I'm sure they're going to go after it. And Morocco has a lot of quality up top as well, and they're going to press Haiti, and it's going to be tough for Haiti. So Brazil got a 3-0 lead at halftime, and I wanted them to really push in the second half, try to get 4, 5, 6 goals. And Brazil in the second half completely abandoned the game. They didn't want to play. Honestly, looking back at it, Brazil had a few chances to score, but so did Haiti. Haiti could have scored 1 or 2 goals. So I don't know why that happened in the second half. I made a joke about how Ancelotti wanted to bunker and have a retranca to practice defending it. It was just stupid. And the final result could come back to bite Brazil. Brazil could end up not finishing first in this group because they didn't score enough goals against Scotland. Against Haiti. So that's all I'll say. Ultimately, if Brazil tops the group in first, none of this matters if they finish in first place. And then they'll probably play the Netherlands or Japan. We'll see. Right now, I'd probably rather play Japan because Japan is missing Endo. He retired right from the national team. Mitoma, Minamino, and now Kubo apparently is injured. So I'd rather play Japan instead of the Dutch, but you can't really pick your opponents. I would just say finish first, and very likely you'll face the weaker of the two. Last but not least, we have lesson number 7, and don't forget to drop a like in this video if you haven't already. It helps the channel tremendously, and if you made it this far, you better be subscribed, right? And let us know in the comment section, what did you learn from Brazil 3, Haiti 0? So lesson number 7 is this team still looks disjointed. They don't look like a unit, like a team, right? What I'm seeing from Brazil right now is they have a lot of talented individuals on defense, midfield, offense, very talented players, and they mainly rely in moments of brilliance, mostly on Vinicius Jr. up top, to get the results. Alisson made some big saves. That's a moment of brilliance. Marquinhos and Gabriel Magalhães had some big moments on defense. Casemiro was just straight up dog shit the whole game, but we don't have to talk about that. But up top, we relied in moments of brilliance from Vinicius or Cunha in this case to get it done, right? It's not like a team effort. There's not much combination play, patterns of play. We don't look like a team. We look like a bunch of talented individuals playing together. Can that change during the World Cup? Sure. We have to grow into the tournament. But right now, the team does not look cohesive. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like before you go. I'll see you guys next week for the live watch-along between Brazil and Scotland. Also, at the end of the second round, we might update our power rankings. Okay, we'll update our power rankings. If you want us to do that, let us know in the comment section. We very likely will. That's all for today. I want to thank you all very much for watching and have a great day.